Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. So today I just thought I would make a scrappy pad. Okay, welcome back you guys. If you're new here, welcome. Don't mind my mess, but I was sitting here working in one of the journals that I gotta make, and I was making a scrappy pad, so I figured why not do it on camera, get another video out. So that's what I'm doing. Right now I'm just like inking pieces. Now this is just how I do it, and let's be real, it's not always the same thing every time. So this is just what I do when I want to throw together a scrappy pad, just to kind of fill up a page where you may not want to put another pocket, but you might want to add something there. So of course I'm using some of my coffee dyed paper, which I did finally get done. I've just gotten really lazy when it comes to that lately. I don't know. It takes a lot of time to get it done, and so right now I'm just inking. That's not the one, is it? No, where's the... Oh, that one's already there. Okay, and it's this. So I need to ink this. And you know me, I've got an add something of faith, so I'm adding this little bit of hymnal page, and I'll show you here in a minute how we're going to put this together. Scrappy pads is just, you know, a bit of scrap papers that you just may have laying on your table. And this one, I had this hymnal page I had laying here because I had already folded it and I couldn't use it for, you know, something else, because I had folded it. I was planning on something else and never used it, and it was still laying here. So I said, you know what, that's going to go on the scrappy pad. Now this is going in one of the commission journals that I'm doing for a dear friend. And had a page that I thought, you know what, a scrappy pad would look nice there. So we almost got this. Okay. So I got these two pieces together. This paper right here came out of a pack that I had gotten from Temu of just vintage papers. Obviously not actual vintage paper. And there's a hole all the way through. Nice. Anyway, this came from Temu a long time ago. I think really when I first really started in junk journals. And so I thought I would use some of that because it's just been sitting in a drawer doing nothing. Okay, so we're going to attach this bit. Let's hope my glue's still working. It's not. It's never ending. So I got some news from my daughter about Zechariah. It is in fact inherent. He has an artery that carries blood to the brain that is smaller than what the average artery would be. Oh, I'm going on the side. And one, it could be, you know, because not as much oxygen is able to go through this artery, which can cause a seizure. Also, it can cause a lesion on the brain, which his uncle has that same lesion. And I'm trying to get this right as to what she said. And so then there's the lesion, there's the smaller artery, and also they found out that COVID can cause these lesions, I think, because the artery, it's a big to-do. So I'm sure the doctor could explain that easier to you, then I can explain it, but that's what I'm gathering from it. So it comes down to the lesion is what is causing the seizures. Now, it won't affect much more of the brain's function, like, you know, major functions of the brain. So it's not huge. They also described it as a cyst. So yeah, that is the update that I have for y'all on my grandson. They are just going to be keeping him on his medication. I am cutting this piece down because this is going to be my top. And we're just going to mark this. Oh, you know what? This is small enough. I'm just going to cut it right here. Hopefully straight. That'll work. It will be fine. So we're going to ink this up. So yeah, that's the update on Zechariah. He's doing well. And we'll just see, you know, where this goes. So it is inherent, this artery being smaller than normal. I did notice that Z is a little slower on development, so that could very well be because of that too. Because we were thinking, you know, maybe autism as well, but come to find out, it is something completely different. All right, I've got some stuff here to, let me see, what do we got over here? I got a couple of these, and because I want a butterfly, I think I'm going to go with this one. And we're going to cut that butterfly out. Look at all these cute little butterflies you can just cut right out of the paper and use. So we're just going to cut this butterfly out, and I'm going to add him to this. I could probably even add a small one for up here to give that a little more interest as well. But first we're going to do this one. I'm just going to cut this right off because it's easier when it's smaller. I hope everybody is having a good weekend because it is currently Saturday where I'm at. And I was just sitting here, I'm trying to get these commission journals done because I'm really looking forward to my Christmas journals, also my December daily, and decide exactly what I'm going to do for it this year. Now, I have been doing altered books, so I'm not sure if I want to do another altered book or if I want to, you know, do something a little different. I'm not quite sure yet what that little different thing would be, but I'm going to be thinking about it, I can tell you that. I do like the altered books, you know, because you can kind of control how big it is, because it's, you know, it's just for December. So I don't need something, you know, massive. Sorry, I'm trying to cut around his little body without cutting it off. I think it's still, is it still hanging on there? Oh, there's a little bit right there on the actual wing. That needs to come off. Okay. All right, there he is. So, yeah, I've been trying to think about that. So if we do this, I kind of want to hang over, but I can only glue it on the So just this wing. Because I love making my December daily. I love Christmas and all that goes with it. And okay, so we're gonna go like that. That's really cute. So yeah, I'd really like to try to get these journals done. And it's still only September, so I am doing good. Because if you guys have been watching me, you know how big my plate gets around this time. I even could have more time to make another fall journal to put in my shop. With the one that is sitting in there right now. I don't know yet. That's the reason why I only made one and put it in my shop. Because I don't want to have too much in there. Right now, counting my fall journal, I have 4 journals in there. Sitting. I'm also trying to get some stuff done. Is that one too big? I guess it can go closer to the top so that it's not. Let's do that. Let's just not glue this tip of the wing. Anyway, we're going on our vacation to Galveston, and I'd like to have stuff done. Nobody wants to go on vacation and then have to come back to a million things. Now, obviously, when I come back from vacation, I'll be starting my Christmas journals. I think that's really cute. It turned out really cute. So now I just need to put my back on. So I've got this. It doesn't need to be big. I think that will work. And we're just going to cut it off across here. And hopefully that will fit. Oh yeah, that should fit. This is going to be my little belly band for that to slide on. And I really like the belly band idea because it can be removed and they could add their own little pad of paper in there if they would so choose to do that. Okay, so this is going to drop down behind it. Plenty of room. So here is our So we're going to just glue it on like a belly band. This page has some lines going through it. You might not be able to see it as well in the camera, but it is there. So we're going to come down to about right there, I think. That's not even. Okay, that looks better. Hopefully I got that low enough on the page. Okay, so now I got to connect this. I'm not going to ink that or anything. We're just going to glue it at the top. Like that. And this slides in the belly band. Perfect. Like that. And now you got a little flippy pad that can be wrote on. It can be, you can do art on it, add stickers to it. And then when it's filled up or someone is done with it, they can just pull it off and put a new one in there. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you guys today is doing this little Scrappy pad. I hope y'all are enjoying your day, and I thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.